Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. Today is October the 7th, 2020. It's time to run my daily reports and try to give my uneducated, biased opinion on what's going on in the U.S. and around the world as far as COVID-19 is concerned. So let's begin with the country of Spain. Okay, before I begin, I just want to, first of all, thank you for joining me today. And also, if you haven't done so already, click the red S button down the bottom right-hand corner of the screen and right-hand corner of the screen and subscribe to the Caribou Data Science channel. And also, don't forget to like and share this video if it's helpful to you. My main objectives with these reports is try to provide words of encouragement based on the actual numbers, whenever possible. There will, of course, be a link to the website where this report's posted to, also the data and the code also in the description below. Okay, let's start by just running Spain. Spain, of course, is in the middle of some type of lockdown. Okay, so here we go. The average mortality rate in Spain is about, this would be 0.5%. Let's say 0.75%. What you can see is the trend is up. Mortality rate is climbing. It's above 2% here. Although they may not record also, they may not record the weekend dates. So this could actually pull it down a little bit maybe. Let's look at the daily plots. As you can see, all these spikes here are Mondays. And the Monday numbers contain Saturday, Sunday, and Monday numbers. So it's really kind of hard to tell what's going on down here. I think the best example may be this blue. This here, the blue, the 14-day moving average, is probably, and these numbers here are probably a much better barometer of what's really going on. The trend is clearly trending upward for cases. Okay, but what it is here, it's not really trending up that far because this is 10,000 cases a day. This is 20. So right now they're probably around 15,000 total for the day or the year. Okay. Well, you can see they're averaging about 2,937 deaths per day right now, or cases per day, and 115,000 deaths. So one more time. This number makes no sense, of course. What did we say it was? They're averaging what? 2,937. So that means their average is somewhere up here, apparently, which I think is way too high. I just don't see why these jump from here to here in actually one day. Well, like I said, we know these are 3 days worth of data. So uh, deaths are not all that bad. As you can see, this is probably a Monday date also. Okay, so this is 261 deaths yesterday. This is 139 deaths. So, but you can still see that the deaths are fairly low, averaging, you know, I don't know, 125 deaths per day maybe. We take a little closer look. This doesn't tell us anything, but it does just sort of highlight the fact that these numbers are basically wrong. They're overstated by 2 days. This one isn't much good either, but you can see the moving average here, and all the spaces are probably all weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. So what's it doing? Well, according to the moving average, the deaths are inclining. This number here is about 175. So they're averaging between, 50 and 175 deaths per day, which is a pretty widespread. Let's take a look at the weekly numbers. Now here you can see again, one, uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They had 12 straight weeks of declining cases before they had a little bit of respite right here. And here's this one here. This will be today's data. It's almost halfway up to this point here. Let's take a look at deaths. Now, here's the thing I think is good news for Spain. This is 1,000 deaths per week. Okay? But the actual weekly deaths are under, well, they had basically nothing here. Then it started to climb. But now it seems to be staying in this range right here, 750 to 850 deaths right here. Okay? But that's a relatively low number. Okay? I mean, considering the spike in cases that are having, this is a really low number. Okay? And that's good news. That's good news for Spain. Okay? If you're from Spain, you watch this video, this is why you need to look at all the numbers. The news media in the U.S. and certainly probably around the world and the government isn't giving you every single piece of information you need to know to reach a conclusion that has a good chance of being right. All right. Next, let's take a look at months. As you can see, September months had a huge jump in cases, as did August. But yet, we come down here to deaths, and deaths were under 2,500 for September. Uh, let's do this. So if we say 5,000, this is 2,500. Let's say 2,600 deaths for September, and there's 30 days in September. So what did the average? The average 86 deaths a day in September. Dude, Spain, listen to me. That's not bad. That really isn't bad. What about that? What about how many cases did the average? We know what it was, but what was it specific for? So this is. I'll skip that. That's a. So I can get that fixed somehow. Okay. All right. So thanks so much for your time, Spain. Look, keep your chins up. You know, play the game, and the dust will fall down for a while. Okay. Play by the rules, and your country get back on its feet shortly. Thanks so much for your time today. We'll catch you on the next report.